And we're back! Howdy y'all, this is Ethan Von Real playing Oracle of Ages, and last time we were here, we got to Symmetry City, and we discovered that the Toonie Nut, some sort of religious artifact they have, has been destroyed or cracked in half, and that's just ruined the symmetry of their city, so we need to solve that. So let's go ahead and investigate and see what we can do about it. Ow! I was injured by a rock that shot out in the eruption. If you want the Toonie Nut, go see my brother across town. So he's on the exact opposite side of town, I assume. So how are y'all doing? Right now it's 1:20 a.m. and what do you gotta say? The closer the Black Tower gets to completion, the stranger this city gets. When the Toonie Nut broke, the city fell out of balance, and the volcano started erupting. I want to take the Toonie Nut to Patch's place, but I can't leave the city alone. This is Symmetry City. Left and right have to be in perfect balance. My brother is too hurt to move, so I can't move either. If one brother goes somewhere, the balance between left and right will be lost. But someone has to go. Hey! You can ignore the rules. I sounded too enthusiastic. You can ignore the rules and leave the city. Can you take the Toonie Nut to Patch? Sure enough. Really? Thank you. I'll leave this to you. Patch lives at the top of the Restoration Hall to the south. After you get the Toonie Nut fixed, take it to the house in the middle of the city and place it on the pedestal. You got the Toonie Nut! Yay! Alright, so, but yeah, it's 1:21 a.m. right now. I'm recording this before I go to bed, and, well, actually, TBH, I'm probably gonna look at pornography before I go to bed, but it's on my queue of things to do before I go to bed, but, I ain't got nothing going on, really. Hey! Weren't there, I think last part there were red dark nuts on the other side of this mountain. In similar places, but whatever. So, I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction, I just kind of reflexively went this way. If I... okay. Okay. I need to not die. Dicks! I'm so dumb! One of these days I'm gonna not be bad at this goddamn game. Okay. Well, we got the damn nut, so let's try that again now that I have some hearts. I think I'm just gonna ignore these guys and go around them. So how are y'all doing? I haven't really done much since. Is this deep enough to swim? No, it's not. I was surprised because there's a sword in it. So let's see what this this owl statue has to say. Time's flow can change the land. Okay. That was helpful, thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, today, or rather yesterday technically, was Transgender Day of Remembrance, and the student organization I was part of, okay, had an event that we did for it. Where we had a memorial garden that had pictures and names of people who have been killed by... Okay.
Hey, Bonray, what are you doing here? I came to find an old hermit who's studying tunes on this mountain. I don't know where he is, but I bet he can offer you a clue that will help save Naru. I'll find him. Smell you later, nerd.
I keep imagining Ralph as Gary Oak, but with less swag. Incidentally, if I ever do a Pokemon LP, that's the voice I'm giving Blue Ruffle. But anyway, yeah, so we had a memorial garden for people who had been killed by... Oh my gay god! Sorry, I can't yell. Oh my gay black god, why does this happen to me? Okay, I promise you, I will not die any more times this part. I'm gonna pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm gonna not be horrible. I'm gonna do some dick ups. I'm gonna... well... Yeah, we got this, Link. We got this. Okay, let's roll. Let's roll. Sup, Queen. Oh shit. Okay, that didn't work out so well. See, now I need to see what they take damage from, Ruffle. Okay. Or, alternatively, I can just not be stupid. And, okay, so you're gonna just not attack me now, that's cool. GTFO. Ah! I'm assuming I can dive here. But anyway, about the garden. So we did that today, and it lasted from 12 to 4 p.m. And it actually went off pretty well. I actually was a little bit behind when I started, because I had a gentleman with me the previous night, and I woke up and we were talking about things, and then I lost track of time, and I started about 30 minutes later than I planned on. I wasn't necessarily late for the event, but I started preparing for it 30 minutes later than I planned. But it ended up working out just fine. What the hell? Fuck is this shit? Hello, I am Toke. I research time. After many years of research, I am one step away from perfecting a tune that lets one move forward in time. But it seems I have hit a roadblock. Echoes produce waves. What could it mean? So am I supposed to, like, play... Am I supposed to play this in front of you? Yep. That's the tune of Echoes. That's the tune my research... That's the tune my research lacked. It has answered my remaining questions. Now I can finish my tune. Okay. Alright. Yay. You gonna keep on with that? Okay. Ye have many tunes. I grant you a new tune. Time flows on you when you play the tune of currents, baby. When you play this tune, you'll immediately drift back to your own time. If you are in a place from which you cannot reach your own time, you'll return to the past. Oh, that's handy. You learned the currents of time. Play it to move from the past to the present. Choose it when you choose to use the harp, baby. Okay then. Well, let's try it out then. Didn't do anything, what the hell? I'm mad now. I want a refund. I'm entitled to having nice music because... What exactly did I even do to get that song? Oh yeah, he just kindly gave it to me for no reason. After I helped, or after I played my instrument for him. Not really, I mean, I think it's not unreasonable for him to give it to me. I'm just being silly. But yeah. And... Anyway, so I'm being really disjointed this episode. Trying to compensate for last episode, because I don't feel like I really talked about anything, but, I just found it, I'm glad that a lot of people showed up to not only participate with, Trans Day of Remembrance, but actually, people were interested, in, oh, I'm so stupid. I'm in the present right now. Or am I? Am I in the present? I don't even know. How do I check? The current age is the past. Oh, I am in the past. Okay. Okay. I got this. Alright, let's do it. Ooh, fancy. But yeah, a lot of people showed interest with helping, and we're just generally very responsive and accepting I do feel like a lot of people who we told about Trans Day of Remembrance don't really understand what trans is, but they knew that hate crimes and hurting people isn't nice. Oh, I'm stupid. So I guess that worked out in a way, but, you know, whatever. As long as their hearts are in the right place, I would like to see more people more educated about trans people and issues, or even just the GLBTQ spectrum in general, but it takes time, which is not to say you should be complacent about it, but I acknowledge it takes time. And I think that's something a lot of people really don't appreciate, that you can acknowledge something takes a lot of work and time, like, change takes time, but that doesn't mean you necessarily have to be complacent about it. Like, you can still work towards it. You don't have to just sit there and just not really, like, really push for it and be aggressive towards pushing for it. There's nothing wrong with being passionate about something, I think. Which is why I think a lot of people who are interested in social causes, sometimes there's a bit of disconnect between them and certain types of activists. Because some people aren't necessarily... I need to go to the present, don't I? Is everything broken? Can I go in here? No, yeah. Oh, that's horrible. Those poor things. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember what time I'm in. Okay. Oh, I'm a silly Billy. Okay, let's try this again. But yeah, because I think that's something, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but that's one of the things that I'm kind of interested in, I guess, is the difference between people who do things desperately, like the people whose lives are particularly affected by certain things in terms of activism, and those who just do it because they're trying to change the world for how they see things should be fair or just. And I find that they tend to be, sometimes tend to be more complacent, which is kind of interesting too. Oh, I'm stupid, I'm going the wrong way again. I need to go find some other shit, Ruffle, where the tuning nut is. But, they tend to be more complacent, which is very interesting, because we also tell people that if they're not personally invested in certain types of activism, that they just kind of need to STFU and not be offended by things, by everything. It's just an interesting dichotomy. Because, like I said again, we tell people who aren't emotionally invested in things to STFU and not be offended by every goddamn thing, but at the same time, am I in the past or present? I'm in the past. Okay, that's true. So let me pull this bad boy out again. But at the same time, we talk about how uninvested people are from different groups in our own struggles. It's just very interesting to me. Just because it's kind of a no-win situation either way. Although I guess it's really different sides saying that, and it's not always the same side. But then again, sometimes it is. And that's another thing that is very interesting, is that when does something become wrong? Is it when people... is something wrong merely because it offends people? And if so, is that because... does that mean we should just not say things that offend people? Or on the other side of things, is nothing inherently wrong and we should just say whatever regardless of it offending people or hurting people? And at the same time, I think it's important to note that... Oh.
We meet again. You know the drill. Fastest one wins. Ready?
Well, I got a potion at least. I really wanted that ring though.
You little... I'll remember this.
But, where was I? Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, should we do something just because it offends, or not do something just because it offends people? But at the same time, I think it's important to acknowledge that sometimes saying things does have a very, very real effect on people in terms of disenfranchising them, or just making, well, for one, making them feel bad, but at the same time, it changes, it might even change other people in your in-group's opinion about certain groups of people, and then in turn lead to them being discriminated against, or certain types of prejudice taking place. So it's just very interesting to me. And at the same time, too, gotta go back to the present. At the same time, too, I'm getting a bit sleepy. I find that a lot of people actually do feel like just offending people is a reason to not say something, but at the same time, they actually don't hold that. Well, they make exceptions to that, and when they do, they actually say people shouldn't be offended by certain things, and that's how they either save face or compensate for the fact that it's just literally impossible to talk to people regularly and not offend someone. And then at the same time, see, I've said at the same time multiple times, Ruffle, but it's just a very interesting dynamic too, especially because I find that a lot of times the people who have a lot to lose are the ones who take the burden of shame. This is, one day I'm gonna make another video and I'm gonna talk a long time about this, but I've kind of not come up with, but I've noticed this. What? Is something wrong with my keyboard? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was weird. I kept walking to the left for some reason. But this burden of shame, which basically, it's either you have to take, basically, when you're dealing with other people or involving yourself with other people, someone has to take the burden of shame or rather the negative energy when, god damn it, I keep pushing the wrong button. Huh. I can't. Oh. That's interesting. Let me check out this side more. I think I'm gonna probably cut it at 20. But, oh, okay. Where, basically someone has to kind of either swallow their pride and admit they hurt someone's feelings, or that they were wrong, in air quotes, in the conversation, or people start kind of either hating each other or being mean to each other. It's a bit more complicated than that, but a good example of this is with trans people and their identities, where a lot of trans people have to take the burden of shame because society says it's unacceptable to get mad at people for not understanding or respecting your identity, and that trans people are in the wrong. So if a confrontation happens like that, that you should just apologize or just get over it, and that you have to bear the burden of shame in that situation. The alternative would be for the other person, I guess the cis scum, Ruffle, to bear the burden of shame and be like, I was wrong, and I said something that was very disenfranchising or hurtful. But usually what happens is they're just like, you need to get over it, it was just a joke. Well, not really, but what happens in a lot of the very volatile, I have no idea what the fuck. You know what, I think I need to change the water direction and then just go back in time, or forward in time, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, usually, well, not usually, but a lot of times people are just like, get over yourself, nerd. And don't get offended by my jokes. Which is also very annoying to Ruffle. Well, in my opinion, it's very annoying when people are like, you know, I want to get a cheap laugh in, and I want people to like me, so I'm gonna try to say something funny. And you know what? Because I'm so worried about getting a laugh out of people, I don't really care if it hurts people's feelings, because my needs are greater than yours. Ha 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 ha. My needs for self-esteem are greater than yours. Huh. Okay, that didn't work out so well. Alright, I'm probably gonna... I have no idea what to do, so I'm just gonna cut it here, and then we'll work on more tomorrow. Thanks y'all for watching, I appreciate it. Have a good one. Feel free to subscribe or send me questions in the comment section. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.